Some people point to Genesis 38 to argue that God views sperm as human life and that Onan was unalive for spilling his seed. But that's not what this passage is about. So let's look closely at what's actually happening. In Genesis 38, Judah's son dies, leaving his wife Tamar childless. And according to the Levirate law, which later appears formally in Deuteronomy 25, the brother of the deceased was supposed to marry the widow and produce an heir for his dead brother. That was Onan's duty. And in Genesis 38, verses 8 through 9, it says, "Then Judah said to Onan, 'Go into your brother's wife and perform your duty as a brother-in-law to her, and raise up offspring for your brother.' Onan knew that the offspring would not be his, so when he went into his brother's wife, he wasted his seed on the ground in order to not give offspring to his brother. So Onan knew exactly what his responsibility was, to give his brother an heir, but he deliberately refused. And verse 10 tells us, "But what he did was displeasing in the sight of the Lord, so he took his life also." Notice it doesn't say because he spilled his seed, but because of what he did. His sin wasn't biology, it was rebellion. He used Tamar for sexual pleasure while refusing to fulfill the covenant duty God had given him. This was about disobedience, exploitation, and refusal to preserve his brother's family line, something that in ancient Israel was seen as deeply dishonorable and unjust. So no, this isn't teaching that sperm is a person or that wasting seed is what God judged. It's teaching that God takes covenant faithfulness seriously. Onan treated a woman made in God's image as an object for pleasure instead of honoring her and his family's responsibilities. The lesson of Genesis 38 isn't biological, it's moral and relational. God's concern was with Onan's heart, not his seed.